What's going on, y'all? I got a quick question for you. Quick question. Have you ever thought about starting a podcast but never actually started it? I'm sure you have. I be doing this sometimes. I be starting and stopping, but have you thought about it and didn't start? If that's you, drop a yes in the chat for me. No matter when you watching it, whether you watching it now, you watch it later. If you thought about starting a podcast and you didn't start it, put a yes in the chat. Today, I'm gonna give you some advantages of starting your podcast in 2026. For real. It's your boy B Lane. It's the B Lane Experience. Brought to you by Pray for Detroit. It's February 5th. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? So yeah, we gonna go over the advantages of podcasting in 2026. I just want to make sure everything good. Yeah, we good. We good. We good. So look, we gonna jump right into it. I'm gonna give y'all some numbers first about podcasting. First, we gonna start off with some stats, so y'all think I ain't just capping about why you should start your podcast in 2026 and the advantages of starting your podcast, especially if you a business owner or you got a product or service. You definitely need to start your podcast. What's up, TikTok? I'm on TikTok too, so this is how we doing it, man. It's time to lock in. It's almost the end of quarter Q1. It's time to lock in. So this is part of me locking in, tapping in with y'all, and helping whoever haven't started their podcast to start their podcast moving forward. All right, so check this out, y'all. In 2026, there's more than 100 million listeners, more than 100 million podcast listeners. More than 100 million, you feel me? I'm going to show y'all some numbers. I ain't going to just tell y'all. I'm going to show y'all some numbers. So y'all see what to say, podcast statistics worldwide. The podcast industry continues to grow with millions of listeners worldwide. Here are some key statistics highlighting the global podcast landscape. Worldwide podcast listeners, almost 600 million people listening to podcasts in 2025. Excuse me, with a growth rate of almost 7% from the year 2024. So it's steady growing. It's steady growing. So I'm not making it up. It's steady going. It's steady growing. Podcast ad spending, $4.46 billion in 2025. Just think if you made half of 1% of that 4.46 billion. Half of 1%. That's them some M's right there. Them some M's right there. TikTok, y'all can't really see the camera, but I'm on another platform, but you know how it go. It say the number one podcast genre is comedy. Another good genre is also true crime. True crime is very high on the podcast genres. So I'm just trying to give y'all some numbers so y'all don't think I'm just making this stuff up. It say podcast listener happens 70% of Americans who listen to podcasts weekly, and they do so from their phones. You feel me? It's right there in black and white. It's right there in black and white. All right, so I got some more numbers for y'all. The monthly listeners in the U.S. 42 to 45% of adults listen to podcasts every week. Weekly, the weekly listeners are from 30 to 32%. Daily listeners are from 18 to 22%. Global listeners, we just saw it, almost 600 million, and it's growing every day. And not only do you have video podcasts, you have audio podcasts. We not even go get deep into the audio side of things today. You feel me? So I'm just going through my notes. Okay, so we gonna go through from the age group. The age group of podcast listeners start from the age of six all the way up. Kids as the age of six, as young as six, listen to podcasts. About 29% of kids 6 to 12 listen to monthly podcasts. Teens and young adults ranging from the ages 12 to 34. 56% of these age group are weekly podcast listeners. 66% of this age group listen to them monthly. Among 18 to 34-year-olds, weekly podcast reach now it now equals a television reach of 52%. You feel me? So it's steady growing. It's steady growing. And it's steady growing. So think if you got a business or service, or if you just got something to talk about, it's somebody that's gonna resonate to your story. You feel me? Whether you think so or not, but the most important thing to it is just starting your podcast. It's just starting. Use what you got. If you got some equipment at home, pull it out, plug it up, sit in front of it like I'm doing, and just start talking. That's the only way you're gonna get better. You gotta put the reps in. You gotta put the reps in. That's the only way you're gonna get better. No matter what you're doing, whether you into fitness, you into food, you into health, you into mental health. No matter what you've been through, it's somebody that's can resonate to your story. And if you stay consistent long enough, they will come to you. All you have to do is stay consistent and keep creating the content. You know what I'm saying? It's not only just for podcasts, it's also for content creators. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving y'all some numbers. Now, mid-range adults ranging from the ages of 35 to 54. Now, this is the money demographic. 43% of listeners are ages 35 to 54 years old. That's our age group. Because they say once you get 40, that's when you got the most stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? We done live life, we done been up, we done been down, we done been through some stuff, some things, we done had all kind of trials and tribulations, and we still encounter them every day. But as we get older, we learn how to deal with stuff better because we getting older, we getting wiser, we getting more disciplined, we getting more focused, we getting more patient. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to be here. So we just doing things better as we get to this age group. 61% of this age, they listen to podcasts monthly. 61%. That's our age group. 61% of us listen to podcasts at least a couple times a month. And our age group has the highest purchasing power and advertiser value. You feel me? So that's something we're going to talk about in a minute about ways to make money in podcasting. Not only if you have your business or your product or your service or your product, that's the number one thing. You want to promote your own business, your own product, your own service first and foremost. And this group has been strong and they have been continuously listening to the podcast at this age now. Now we got adults 55 and up. Even the old people listen to the podcast, the elders. We ain't gonna call them old people, the elders. Even they listen to podcasts. About 22% of weekly listeners are 55 and up. 38% of that 22% listen monthly. And the number has climbed since 2017. The median podcast listener age has climbed from 29 to 39 from 2017 to 2025. So I got some more numbers for y'all. Let me get to it. My mouse ain't work. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna show y'all the numbers again. Y'all see what it say? 18 to 29 years old. 48% listeners at least a few times a week. 30 to 49, 58% a week. 50 to 64, 42% of the age group listen a week. So all age groups is listening to podcasts. It's all about what you're talking about. Like I said, somebody want to hear what you're talking about, whether you think so or not. And I know y'all used to me doing the daily motivation and all that, but like I told y'all, in 2026, I'm moving forward with more informative content and interview content. Just getting back out here all the way with it. What's going on TikTok? So them the numbers. The numbers not lying. You know what I'm saying? Now it's all different ways to build income from your podcast. I'm gonna just give y'all a couple of them. We got sponsorships. We got coaching and consulting, digital products, and affiliate marketing, speaking opportunities. I know you fit in there somewhere. I know you can get. I know you can get in one of them lanes. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's sponsorship, that's when you get people to sponsor your podcast. Like, they pay us, the podcasters, for us to represent their brand or their company during our show. Now they come in at the pre-roll, mid-roll, or end roll. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you negotiate or delegate with your client at the time. And if you just starting off, just if you're getting $25 an episode, $50 an episode, something better than nothing. Like I say, if you got a business, product or service, and you can help consult and teach other people, that's another thing you can do. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm telling y'all why podcasting is important and why your voice matters and why you should start your podcast in 2026. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a lot of information, and the guy I be watching on YouTube, David Shins, he like, sometimes you can have the information and you might not be implementing all the way, but if you share the information, people are going to listen to you if they can follow the steps. And I'm gonna give y'all the steps. And not only I'm gonna give y'all the steps, I'm about to start a new podcast myself. So when we get to the end of this live, we gonna make a commitment to everybody who's serious about starting a podcast. I want you to come along with me, and I'm gonna show you how to get it done, and we gonna do it together. You know what I'm saying? So it's all kind of ways to get money from podcasting. I just gave y'all like 5 or 6 of them: sponsorship, coaching and consulting, digital products, affiliate marketing, speaking opportunities. Speaking is one of the highest paid things out here. If you are somebody that have a story or people resonate to your story, they will pay you to come speak. I will be there soon. Like that's on the list of keep building with the podcast to eventually get speaking gigs. Me personally, I want to speak to young men and young women, specifically young men, but I will speak to both age groups because both sides because they need to hear it. But that's part of it because I done lived and did so much in life. I want to help the younger generation to know, like, you don't have to go this route. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do this, but whatever it is that you want to talk about or speak about, you can do it. They will you can get some money for it. You can get some money for it. Whether it's like I said earlier, it's mental health, working out, food. It's all kind of stuff that people are interested in. It's 8, 9 billion people across the world. Like, it's somebody that's gonna listen to you. Period. Point blank. Whether you think so or not, I'm telling you, it's somebody that's they go listen. They go listen to what you got to say. Sports, whatever, sports betting. It's all kind of genres of podcasts. It's just about is you go stay consistent and just stay putting the work in. You know what I'm saying? So we go get it together and we go start our podcast. You know, because it'd be a nice amount of people who be hitting me up. I give them as much information and game as I can, because that's I'm here to serve. So I'm gonna help them out because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? Plus, if you don't know, I really been on this podcast and shit for a minute, for real, for real. I really have. Like, I may not be no Joe Rogan or nothing, but I know what I know. So it's some of y'all who don't know what I know. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I know, and we go do it together, and we go be great. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to some more numbers, man. And y'all see as I'm growing with my content, I'm like I told y'all, more informative content now. It's a podcast sponsorship are a significant revenue source for podcasts, with podcast revenue in the United States exceeding $3.2 billion in 2024 and expected to surpass $4 billion by the end of 2024. So obviously these numbers are it's 2026, so it might be at 5, 6, $7 million now. You know what I'm saying? And the cost per minute, that's where it ranged to. That's It's a most podcasts charge based on CPM, typically ranging from 18 to 50 per thousand listeners. Now that's something you get into when you getting a lot of downloads. But if you go to somebody go to a local business or something like that, and you offer them a sponsorship package, and y'all work out what y'all go work out, you know. But these is how they rate it on like Apple Podcasts and all that kind of stuff. It's a sponsorship rates. Smaller podcasts may charge lower rates, while popular podcasts can command higher rates due to their audience size and engagement. So it's all about, like, you can actually get some sponsorships before you start your podcast, depending on where you at, your network, who you know, and things of that nature. For real, for real. Now I'm gonna get back to now more important than the money, the opportunities that's all come with podcasting. The most important part of podcasting is your voice matters. Your voice matters, especially to all my black African American cousins. Your voice matters. It's only been like 60, 70 years ago when we was the civil rights and all that, where our voice didn't matter. It ain't been that long. It ain't been that long. And then if you're not paying attention to what's going on with the world right now, it's the same thing going on, but it's in a different way. They keeping us trying to keep us intact with these phones, war and all kind of stuff is going on. But more importantly, your voice matters right now. It's somebody who resonates to your story and what you have been through. I get on here and give y'all daily motivation, but I haven't even begun to be full transparent and tell y'all my actual story. If you know me, you know me. But even if you know me, you still don't know my whole story. It's stuff happening in the story every day, and I haven't even scratched the surface of it yet. You know what I'm saying? But your voice matters. Your story matters. Someone needs to hear your story. You feel me? It's somebody who been through what you've been through or going through what you're going through, and they need to know that they're not the only person going through it, or they need to see how somebody else is going through the same thing that they're going through. Authenticity is one of the other things. Your voice cuts through the noise. Like I got people who hit me up like, B, good looking, like I needed that, this, that, and the other. I resonate to certain people. It's somebody that's going to resonate to your voice, whether you think so or not. So you just got to start and you just got to do it. On top of that, your podcasting is going to build an authority. If you stay consistent, you're going to build an authority. That's what I'm doing now. I'm building some authority with y'all because y'all been seeing me, but y'all gonna see more and more and more of me. I'm gonna keep giving y'all more and more game, free game, paid game, but it's gonna be game, and it's gonna be things that you can actually use to build your podcast or your content creation, because that's what it's about. Because it ain't just podcasting; it's content creation in a whole. If you got a business, service, or product, and you're not creating content for it, you losing. You gone. All right, bro. Just make sure you lock the door. All right, be careful, bro. You losing. You have to create some content. You have to. Your voice builds trust faster than a text. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a business or service or just you being your authentic self, just talking about it's people go viral all day with podcasts, doing all kind of stuff, just talking about anything. You'll be surprised. You will actually be surprised. I'm talking about some of the crazy stuff. I be on TikTok. It's some of the craziest stuff that you see on there. Like I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all. And that's real. That's real. On top of that, you're gonna need, let me see what else we got for you. Oh yeah, podcasting creates a real community. The more you do it, the more people are going to see you, they're going to trust you, they're going to listen to you. Your podcast becomes your platform. And not only that, your voice can open opportunities for you. Like I said, speaking engagement, anything. You might write a book, you can do anything. It's your disposal. It's whatever you want to do. It's whatever you want to do and how you want to do it. Excuse me. And on top of that, your voice creates a legacy. Believe me, YouTube not going nowhere, and if it goes somewhere, it's just gonna transform into something else. The content that's on YouTube is not going nowhere. I got probably about 300 videos on YouTube. If I never make a dollar off YouTube or any of that content on there, one thing for sure, two things for certain. My son, my grandkids, my great nieces and great nephews, all of that, they come behind me. They gonna be able to go on there and be like, that's my great uncle, my granddaddy, my great granddaddy. I could see him. I can listen to him. I can see what kind of person he was. I could see what he was doing. You feel me? So it creates a legacy. Not only on top of all of that, it creates a legacy. That's one of the most important things because creating content is like becoming an artist. It's like creating music now. Like we on the same platform as the artist. It's just once you catch, you catch. Like whenever I catch, I got a catalog and I've been building a catalog. What up, Los? What up, Corshawn? My guys, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know my guys. So, whether we don't want to catch it, catch. But at the same time, you can go back like, oh, he didn't just start this yesterday. He been doing this for 2, 3 years now. It may have been off and on, but he's still doing it now, and he been doing it then, and he gonna continue to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can go look. I got 200-300 videos on YouTube. This no cap, shorts included, shorts, laughs, all that. So you can go back and be like, oh, once you catch fire, like, oh, he been working. Oh, let me go check this out. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. Same thing with artists. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And more importantly, like I say, if you haven't started, you thought about starting, and you wanted to start it, the best time is now. They say the best time to start they say the best time to grow a tree is 20 years ago and today. We can say this same statement tomorrow and it's gonna be true. 20 years ago or today. So just start. Just start. Just do it wrong, do it ugly, do it scared. Believe it or not, I've been doing this stuff for years, and I still be getting nervous sometimes when I get in front of this camera and this microphone, but I still do it. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm not lying. Sometimes I still get nervous. You feel me? I had jitters. Like I ain't did this 200-300 times. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's real. It's real. I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all, you know? I'm gonna keep it a beam with y'all. So if you watching and any of this been informative or is catching your eye or you picking up what I'm dropping down, drop a one in the chat for me. Okay. Drop a one in the chat for me. So I done went through several reasons why your voice matters, why you should start your podcast in 2026. 2026, man. No better time than now than to start, you know? To start. Like I was supposed to be made this live 2-3 days ago. But I had to get everything in order because I'm working on being more strategic and structured with my content because that's what matters. Because it's certain things that we have to do and follow when we're going to take our content serious, our podcast serious. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So I'm gonna help you out with all of those things. So listen, it's one thing that I want you to remember from today's live is that your voice matters. There are people out there right now who need to hear your story, your perspective, and your message. No cap, believe me. Podcasting in 2026 is not just about content, it's about connection. That's what I'm doing. I'm building connection with y'all. It's about connection and building communities. And for the people who are willing to speak up, we are the ones. Like it's a new wave going on. So if you ever thought about starting a podcast and you don't know where to start, I got something to help you out. You feel me? It's called my 7-day podcast challenge, the B Lang Experience 7-day podcast challenge. It's a straightforward outline to help you to go from idea to getting started. To go from idea to getting started. Hold on, y'all. Somebody calling, messing up my TikTok live. Like I said, I got a 7-day podcast challenge and a straightforward outline to help you get started. So if you feel like this live was informative, you heard the stats, you heard the numbers, I gave you the pros of why you should start your podcast. I want you to comment podcast, and I'm gonna send you this 7-day free guide just to help you get started, just to get you from point A to point B. And whenever you see this come across your timeline, share it with somebody. Go like and subscribe to the B Lang Experience on YouTube. I am B Lang. This is part of the B Lang Experience. These are the advantages of podcasting in 2026, man. I hope this information was informative. I hope somebody it helped somebody today, you know, and I hope to help somebody tomorrow. Give y'all a round of applause, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Like I say, follow me on YouTube at the B Lang Experience, man. So if I was able to help you get some clarity on why you should start your podcast, comment podcast, I'm gonna send you my 7-day podcast challenge, the outline for it. And if you're interested in it, just comment it, and I got you. And we go build and grow together. Like I told you, I'm gonna start a whole new podcast with y'all, the ones who accept the challenge and tap in with me. I'm gonna send you the information. We gonna go forward and we gonna do this together. I ain't gonna leave you high and dry. I'm gonna do it with you. So, like I tell y'all all the time, put God first, bet on yourself, no risk, no reward. This is Your boy B Lane. This is the B Lane Experience brought to you by Pray for Detroit. Man, y'all have a great night, man. Let's finish Q1 strong and take